Hey guys, I know I'm a little late to the Sims 4 party, but I've had a little time to fool around with the game so I have a better idea of what I'm doing. I decided to scrap my... not scrap it, but play on a different saved game as the one that I've been playing on this entire time, at least for the purposes of this video. But I'll be playing with the 4 girls that I made during the Create a Sim demo period. And I made them a little house and everything. I've actually made them 2 houses. So I'm gonna go ahead and move them into this one that I've... Yeah. And like I said, I made them another house, but I like filled it with all sorts of stuff. And it was here, but I filled it with like too much stuff and it was too expensive, and it ended up being completely like out of my price range. So I made them a little bit more of a modest house. It's like not, it's totally bare, as you can see. Like there's nothing in their bedrooms, and like everything else, I think I spent a little too much money on. Anyway, the point is, at least this one they can afford it barely, as you can see. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to give them all jobs. I did kind of have an idea of what their jobs were going to be like when I made them, because at that point the jobs were already kind of announced. So we're going to start with Mandy, and she's kind of one of those goofball characters. Basically, she's like the frat boy. Oh, I guess it chose Trish, because Trish was the fastest. Trish was originally supposed to be like one of those bodybuilder characters, but I ended up scrapping that only because, like, I don't know, like the rest of them kind of had that party theme going for it, and I guess like she was going to be like that frat boy that kind of like, I guess the gender switched frat boy that kind of, like works out and cares and is really vain. But I don't know, she looks kind of really down to earth to me. So I think for the party purposes, she's going to be our caterer. So I'm going to go with culinary for her. Next we have Shu, who's kind of like a little prissy princess. And I kind of want to do criminal with her, because I think she's going to be our host, and the host doesn't really have to do any kind of special, I'll show you what I mean about all of this, by the way, because if you haven't played the game, you're probably very confused. But when you throw a party, basically you have to have certain roles fulfilled. For example, you have to have the caterer, you have to have the person that mixes the drinks, you have to have an entertainer, which I thought was really weird, because when I throw a house party, like, I don't hire an entertainer. I mean, I would love to hire an entertainer, but, it's just a house party. I'm not going to freaking hire a stripper or a comedian or anything. It's just something that I throw with my friends. But so I thought that was really weird that they impose these kind of like, you have to have an entertainer to throw a party, which is just... But anyway, since there are 4 of them and I'm probably going to be throwing a lot of parties, I want to give them each a role to fulfill. So hers, Shu's, is probably going to be like just a host. And so she can have any job, really. And since she's going to have any job, I think a criminal career kind of fits her. So that's why I'm going to give her that. And the next one is Mandy. Okay, so she's the goofball one. And she's the typical, kind of like funny, loudmouth, kind of a slob character. I think I gave her the slob trait. So I'm going to go with entertainer for her, even though I probably should have gone culinary. But I think Trish would be a better at that, and she would be a better comedian. And the next one is Tessa. And I'm going to give her culinary as well. But she's going to go the mixing part of culinary instead of the mixology part of culinary instead of the catering. So those are all their jobs, and right now we have absolutely no money. So I'm gonna have these girls go around and pluck the neighborhood dry. And I guess the rocks that are usually here aren't here. That's kind of weird. Oh, I guess it's just because I just started the game again, maybe? Oh, and these plants are all like... I was counting on that as like my income. Let's have them dig for frogs. Let's have them look for frogs then, because we need some freaking money. There was another little frog thing around here somewhere. Where is it? It's not here. And you guys, I need money. We need money. There was another little frog thing. I guess that's the only one. Let's see how much money we get off of that one frog. It's probably gonna be like 20 simoleons. But we need the money. We so very desperately need the money. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's come to this. Wow, she ran all the way around when she could have just cut through there. Pathfinding in this game kind of needs a little work. What do you got there for us, Mandy? $35. Didn't I say it was gonna be $35? Oh god. Well, that'll buy us grilled cheeses for 2 days. Oh look, there are the rocks finally. I guess they appear only at a certain time, maybe? Oh, good. We won't have to live off of frogs. Oh, look, there's the other frog thing. Was there one more over here? Like I said, I kind of been playing this game already for a little while, so look, there's another little frog thing. And the last one. There's usually 2 behind here. This is the house I started playing in. So this whole little neighborhood's already kind of familiar to me. I haven't played in any other one, and I probably should. So what else is everyone else doing? So Trish is our resident cook, so I'm gonna have her make something. Let's see what she can make for us. Serve breakfast. Scrambled eggs, alright. She found a time capsule. I found it funny that the lazy one is the one running around trying to, like... trying to get us stuff to eat. Hello there, who's that? Reginald Rodriguez. I don't remember him. I guess, like, it creates, like, new Sims for you. Like, every time you make a new game. That's kind of neat. Anyway, just so that I could show you what I was talking about earlier, I'm gonna try to throw a party, and you guys can see what our end goal is gonna be. Plan a social event. I don't know who she's calling. I guess like she's calling everyone that is gonna attend or something. But anyway. So this is how it's gonna work. Okay, like let's do a house party. Cost $100 for some reason to throw a party. So you have a host, and that's the person obviously that's hosting it. You have the guests, and then you have an entertainer, you have a mixologist, and you have a caterer. I have no idea why you need all of these things for a simple house party. I guess when I throw a party, there is kind of a mixologist, but it's like, no, I don't hire anybody. Like it just ends up being somebody at the liquor table who's like handling the mixing for everybody. And then the caterer, I guess it's just the guy that brings the pizza. I mean, there really isn't an entertainer. I mean, I don't know why they did that. They imposed these things for such a simple party. We're gonna skip that and I guess wait until like they're all... She is struggling with that. That's really funny. Um, so she needs level 2 mischief skills. So I'm gonna start working on all of their jobs. I don't know when. She has work in 2 days. Why 2 days? 5 p.m. Oh, I guess tomorrow. It doesn't start today, I guess. That's weird. Even though today is technically a work day. And hers starts in 23 hours. Hers in 2 days as well. In 2 days. So I guess like Mandy, right now, Mandy, my girl, is the breadwinner at the moment. Let's see what you got us for us, girl. Another frog. Super leaf frog. Let's open up that time capsule. She's gonna be our breadwinner. She's over there working her ass off. So that we can eat grilled cheese. It is just too funny to me. Like, she's supposed to be the lazy one. I guess she really wanted... She really wanted to talk to Mandy. No, too busy, sorry. Gotta go for that green. What did she find? Alcron. What is that? Let's call it... the Geo Council. See what it does. Good. Alright. That conversation is taking too long. Equal parts Sildrorin and Celium. That helps me absolutely. Oh. Anyway. So we're gonna start working on their careers. That's gonna be a good thing to do. Alright, so the ultimate goal is... Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and put in that little house. Okay, let's see, I have 2 save games, and this is the one that I started in. And I did make them here, and that's why it's Ladybros. But then I decided, you know what? I probably should make a separate game for that, or a separate save game for that. So, you know... So that's why I'm going to keep my save game files separately. What I'm going to do is go ahead and put in there the house that I eventually want them to move into, so that you guys can see that really quick. And then I'll probably just end it here for this week. And then by the time that by next week, they're already either have moved in there already or getting close to move in and throwing out their final goodbye party. So, how do I forgot how I did this the first time. Oh, and the Ladybros are in my gallery name is SimFandango, and they are there somewhere. So you can download them there. And this is the party house. And the house they're going to eventually move into. And it's also a little bit bare too. Like, there's not much in it as well. And I don't know, and it came out to be like, I think 30,000 simoleons or something like that. But I think like, the reason I kind of want to move into this one and not that other one is because like, I actually drove around Sorority Row, like right here near USC campus, and I found this house, and it kind of looked a little bit like this. I kind of wanted to take a picture of it, but I didn't want to be too creepy, so I just kind of like, you know, put it to memory. And yeah, and I think it kind of ended up being a little bit kind of like it, and I don't know why I kind of pictured them here when I made them. And yeah, I mean, it seems to fit better than this one. This one seems more like I don't know, like suburban soccer mom kind of thing. So yeah, I guess I'll just end it here, and next week, or whenever I get around to it, probably maybe later on this week, honestly, I'll go ahead and give you an update on their careers, where they are, all that kind of stuff, and if they throw any kind of party whatsoever, you bet I will record it. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week.